Yo, what is up? It's your boy AM coming to you with an AMPM unboxing video. And today what we'll be opening up is the iPhone 15 Pro as well as the Apple Watch 9. Stay tuned. Alright, no handy dandy knife needed because this is an Apple unboxing, and as you know, Apple, you don't need a knife to crack into the container. All you need is just your fingertips. And what we have here is the new iPhone 15. Look at it, it's so beautiful, so sexy, so awesome. Here's the front of the box. I'll give you the side, top of the box, side of the box, bottom of the box, and then here's the back of it. We got this picked up for an upgrade, and it looks pretty cool so far. We got it in titanium black, which is pretty awesome. Let's just open it up and check it out and give our first reviews of this actual device. Ooh, let's open this up. There's two little pull tabs here on the top and on the bottom. Pull those aside, and let's just pop that top. And what we have here is this really cool, really sexy, really awesome titanium black iPhone 15 Pro. 3 cameras right there. Pull the tab, lift the phone off. Covered, screen covered. Look at that. It looks so nice. Wow.
Wow.
Close-up review of this device. Look at this unboxing. Unboxing is so cool. And here we have the fabled USB-C to USB-C cable, which is the biggest upgrade for this phone for this year. And then what we have here is just how you hook up the device. We don't read those. We're gamers. We know how it works automatically. Nothing else in the box except for those 2 things. Let's just toss those out of the way. Toss the box out of the way. And what we have here is the super slick iPhone 15. Woohoo! So shiny, so beautiful, so pretty. Look at that, that's cool. That's the device right there for you. Alright, so let's put that right there in the middle, and then we're gonna do what we always do and give it some spice. Flames, smoke, hearts, explosion, space, lasers. Yeah, and we are back. That is the iPhone 15 unboxing. It's pretty simple, pretty easy. It looks oh so beautiful. First impressions, the titanium is actually pretty light. It's lighter than the iPhone 14. The camera bump is pretty big, as you can see there. Look how huge that sucker is. It's a pretty big camera. Even the little camera things are a lot wider than they were previously. At the bottom we have the USB-C, which is one of the main features for the phone. Going away from Lightning to USB-C, you can do transfers, has better processors and all that good stuff that's inside of there. I do like the feel of the titanium. It feels pretty nice. There's a little action button here too, which is also a new addition. Pretty cool. You don't have a little switch, you just have an action button now. Turn on the camera and all kinds of things. Pretty awesome. So let's just Google this for a little bit, and then we'll move on to our next unboxing. And what we have here is the Apple Watch. As you can see, let's bring it towards the camera. This is a pure white box. Here's the top of it, sides of it. Right there is the bottom. Yep, we have a little green symbol because that's the newest thing, is that it's all sustainable how it got to my house and to this video. And then you have an Apple Watch embossed logo up on the top. It's pretty nice. It'd be kind of nice if you could actually see the device like you would on the other device that we had previously, like this one. You know, it'd be cool to be able to see the watch on the box, but this one doesn't have it. It's just the embossed logo, and that's it. So what you'll do is you go to the back. I think you just pull it apart. basically, and then it opens up. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Pretty cool. I probably didn't need to rip this off, but you know, whatever. Unboxing experience with Apple is always pretty nice. Here we have the actual watch, which is pretty cool. And then we have the band that goes along with it. Cool. Let's check out the band first. I'm pretty excited to look at it. We have another unboxing experience actually. Remove this one. We end up getting the sports loop. I thought, why not? That's pretty cool. So here's the top of the box. Here's the side. Here's the back of it. Just so you get to know what it is and all that good stuff. A little tab here on the side. You know what's really unique about these unboxings of those Apple products with the new sustainability? You can actually feel in the box. These are like actually made from recycling. One of the things that you would notice if you open up other Apple products previously, that the boxes felt very premium. Now they don't feel as much because it's like recycled material, which is good for the earth, but it's also, you know, kind of lowers the quality a little bit. That is pretty interesting. Little small thing that I was able to can feel now that they're going all green. And then we have instructions here, and then inside we got the actual band, which is pretty cool. Let's pop this open, and it is adjustable to your size. So you just put it in like this, and then you can put it on your watch. That's pretty cool. And it's really elasticy and stretchy, which is really nice. Not too bad, not too shabby. And then what we have here is the actual device. It's pretty cool. Okay, we'll put this to the side, and we have the top of the box, side of the box, back of the box. Here it is, Series 9, Midnight aluminum case, 45 millimeter, which means it's the biggest size. Pull the tabs off, and then the lid just gets popped off ever so slightly. Use gravity. There you go. Pretty cool. So what we have here is some instructions, as well as probably a little puck to charge your device, which is pretty cool. We have a new braided cable, which is ever so lovely. And then there's a little puck you put on there. And then we have the actual device. Ooh, it's pretty cool. It's covered in this weird little, I don't know what it is. It's like cardboard casing, which is nice. They used to do like a little plastic thing, but now they're kind of moving away from that because they want to go more sustainable. So now you have this thing. Let's see if we can figure out how to open it, or does it just slide out? I'm having a little trouble cracking this thing open. There's like no little tab that you pull. I just think you just slide it. You just slide it open? Maybe. That's like the hardest part. Okay, now we got it. Here's the watch. Look how shiny and beautiful that is. There's the back with all the sensors. Little dial on the side with a little button right there, as you can see. And then you have the little clips for the watch. And I have my watch right here. So what we'll do is we'll just slap on this little wristband to show you how it looks like in action. So you can give yourself an idea if you want to pick one of these things up. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Pretty snazzy, as I like to say. Oh, wrong part. This is the part.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And then you just place it inside, and then you slip it over your wrist as such, and then you can tighten it down and strap it to your wrist. See, like that. Cool. Alright, let's get it all the way off my wrist. And I'm not feeling this band. I like the other one better, but that one's plastic. And I think they're moving away from that. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna give this thing some spice. So let's go with explosion, smoke, fire, lasers, shooting stars, confetti, and we're back. So that's the unboxing of these two cool Apple devices. We just got upgraded here at the AMPM studios, and we are so excited to check out these products. stick around for a short review.
Ready?
Alright, you just saw the unboxing of the iPhone 15 and the Apple Watch 9. And what we're going to do is going to give you our pros and cons on these devices. We've had it for about 2 weeks, and let's just jump into the Apple Watch 9. Pros for this actual device is that we upgraded to a bigger screen. It's a bigger size, so it's not 44 millimeter, it's actually 45, so it's about a millimeter bigger, but you can tell. And the screen is actually a lot wider than what we came from. We started with the Apple Watch 6, now we have the 9. That's one pro. Second pro, it has a temperature sensor, so if you want to know how hot you are, or if you want to know if you're ovulating, temperature sensor is pretty awesome. And lastly, the design kind of remains the same, so you can use your old Apple Watch accessories on it. So I put on this Apple Watch Solo Loop on it, which is my favorite band. It just slips right onto my arm like this, and I'm good to go. Let's jump into the cons. So the Apple Watch is... One thing they did is they added more storage onto the device. I've never used the storage before. I don't put any songs on it or anything like that, so I've never had any use for that. So it didn't really apply to me, and I don't think it was a pretty significant upgrade. Second thing is that they said they put a new chip in there. To me, it feels a little bit slower than my other watch, which is kind of weird. It feels like there's like a slight delay. I can't put my finger on it, but it just doesn't feel too fast. And lastly, the last con that we have for the Apple Watch 9 is they gave you an option to have, you know, the normal loop or have this other like new kind of like fabric loop. And so we chose the fabric loop because we have the other bands, and new fabric loop is actually pretty terrible. I don't have it with me. I just got rid of it quickly because it is not that great. So that is all the cons for the Apple Watch 9. What I want to give my thoughts on it. I've been using this for 2 weeks. And so my initial impressions and my initial use, I'm going to go with a 6.2. I don't think it's a big enough jump from when we went from 6 to 9. I thought it was going to be a lot better, but it wasn't. It just doesn't feel like it's the next evolution, which is pretty sad. They have also promised like this cool little tap feature that you can use with your watch. Hasn't come yet, so it's kind of a bit of disappointment there. It'd be nice to have that, you know, that functionality, and probably would change my impressions of the actual device. So we got done with the Apple Watch 9. We're gonna jump into the iPhone 15. Okay, the pros for this actual device is that they have this new chip in there. I forgot what it's called, like the 16 Pro, 17 Pro. It is fast. You can tell a difference. Like when you're opening apps, you're scrolling through it, you're doing multitasking on your iPhone, it is fast. This thing is like blazing fast. So that is really cool about the device. Second thing is every year they upgrade the iPhone camera, and this is no different. The camera is so much better. You can tell the difference when you're taking your photo. Colors are better, it gets sharper, you know, all those things. It's really, 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 really nice. I like about it. And then the last thing that I particularly like about the iPhone 15 is the build quality is so much better. They made it with titanium. Right now I have a case on it. I always put my phone in the case because I just feel, you know, a little bit more safe with it in the case, because if I drop it, I don't want to break it. At least when you have a case, you drop it, there's like, you know, some sort of protection there. But when you're using it naked, it feels so good. I mean, the rounded edges on the device feel really nice. The titanium feels really good. It's a lot lighter than the older phones, and so that's pretty cool too. Alright, so let's just jump into the cons of the iPhone 15 Pro. The first con that jumped out to me was the camera bump. The camera bump is freaking nasty. It is so big on this device, it's crazy. And they also made it really thin too, like the actual phone. So it like the bump is actually like crazy. If they actually made the phone the same size as like the first level of the bump, it would have been okay. I don't think it would be too big in your hands, but for whatever reason, they didn't do that, and now you have this really fat bump, and so that's a huge con for me. Second thing is they have this little action button on the side. It does some cool functionality, but the problem is I'm so used to like the other phones that I always think it's the volume button, so I'm trying to turn up my volume. I accidentally hit it all the time, and I have to go down to one and then turn my volume up. And it's not so significant where it's like you want to use that little button, I think if they just kept it a mute switch, I'd be 100% happy with it. But even with the little action button, I very rarely use it. And then the last thing that I will say that I don't particularly like about this device is the little island thing. The island has really cool functionality, but the problem is there's a lot of apps still not, optimized for like the little island thing. So when you're playing like Pokemon Go, it covers some of the numbers, or if you're like looking at Instagram, I think they may have updated it, but at the time when it wasn't updated, it covered like some of the pictures and things like that. And so a lot of the apps still don't have like the little any island features, and then like it's not designed around it, so then it takes up a lot of space. And so I don't particularly like that. But then when you actually see like a little face notification come up, or like your music go up into the top part, that's very cool. But when it's not optimized for other apps, it's kind of makes the experience feel not as strong. And then that's my pros and cons for the iPhone 15. Like I said, I've been using it for 2 weeks, and overall, I think this is a pretty significant upgrade for my 12 that I was using earlier. I think jumping from a 12 to a 15, it's noticeable, especially in the new chip. It's just so much faster. Battery life has improved a lot better. I used to be able to have to go and charge at least once throughout the day. Now with this thing, I can use it pretty much normally, and I still don't have to even charge it. It lasts the whole day, which is pretty awesome. And so I'm overall pretty happy with the new phone, and I think my initial impressions of this thing, I will give it a rating of 8.7. It's pretty good. There's a little bit of changes they need to make that will set it to the top tier. I think the phone is just getting a little too thin for its own good. It could be a little bit thicker, give you more battery life, make the bump less bumpier, because the bump is like almost the same size as like the actual width of the phone, so it's kind of crazy. And then the camera now is a little I guess the irises are so much bigger too now, so it looks kind of funky, as you can see here. But yeah, that is the AMPM unboxing of the iPhone 15 and the Apple Watch 9. I hope you like it, and other than that, we always give you a big fat peace.